Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Edwin's Generation live stream. Let's see what Dad's up to. There he is. He's right there. So Dad is also live streaming right now on his own channel. So I told it to whenever he's ready, I'm ready for him. But basically, on the schedule today, I wanted to react and read the lyrics of WAP because I still ain't heard that song, and I know it's a little late. I know this song came out like a month or two ago. I don't know, and but you know what? Better late than never. We want to have a chill show. Just have a couple brewskis, hang out with the boys. Oh my God, Dad is very excited. What do you think Dad's saying right now?
Oh, hello, Edwin's audience. The only thing I can say, it's not meant to be a humble brag. It's just how Dad bought his program. Dad is the greatest YouTuber in the universes. Dad's a pop star. He has music videos. He covers drama in a series called Reality. But Dad, mostly what his channel is about is his life. Dad's a YouTuber. He's a dad. Dad has a daughter. He has a wife named Wife. And Dad loves every single person. He hearts every single comment on every single video, and he prides himself on it. So thank you, everyone who subscribes to Dad.
You heart every comment?
It's a sickness Dadbot has, and I cannot stop, and I will never stop.
There has to be somebody else in this chat, both our chats, that also has not seen or heard like the Cardi B WAP song. Like Dad and I can have been the only people, you know. I've seen it talked about, but I've not heard the song.
So is this a new Cardi B song?
I would say relatively new.
Oh, and is there some drama going on with it?
It's supposed to be explicit, so that's what we need you to help judge.
Oh gosh, Dad's PG ears are going to have an aneurysm.
I mean, PG stands for, you know, Dad guidance.
Dad guy, it's true. Oh, so we're not listening to it. We're just going to read the lyrics. Is that what you're saying?
First, we'll read it, and then we'll listen to it.
Moonstruck just told Dad in his chat what it stands for. I don't know if you probably knew this. WAP stands for wet ass meow meow. If you know what I mean.
Oh, so you can say ass, but you can't say meow meow? Is that what you're saying, Dad?
I don't want meow meow is too gross. I don't want to say
ass is not gross
because it's like a donkey.
An ass is a donkey? I thought
ass is
in
the dictionary as an animal. An ass is a living animal. I guess a PUSSY is an animal too.
Wait, and meow meow is not a living animal?
I can't say it.
Dad, you understand that cats are like the internet's favorite animal, and now you're saying they're not living? They're
No. Saying just the different word for meow meow. Since Dad doesn't have a meow meow, he doesn't want to offend anyone, but everyone has an ass, so it's more safe.
Everyone has a donkey, but not everyone has a cat. You're right.
Everyone's got a donkey, but not everyone's got a meow meow. So
okay, because I believe that the meow meow, also known as the P word, the poogie. I like to say poogie, to be honest, because it's cute. You know? Poogies don't get enough credit because think about it, you know, a way to demasculate or demasculinize, I don't know, make men feel bad, you know, they call them, oh, you're such a poogie, right? You punch a pee-pee, like a wing for the guy, and that hurts, you know, you can't handle that, but women, the boogie can handle that. All right.
Because women are tougher than men. It's been proven.
Yeah, and not only that, but it stretches. I heard rumors. I don't know. I heard rumors that they stretch and they give out babies. I don't know.
Oh, that's true.
That's true? Okay, good. Thank you for confirming rumor. Do you have the lyrics loaded up? I think we should do it like trade off different lines, like one line each, you know? Here we go. Let's go. You ready? Let's try to do it fast and not try to lose the beat. Here we go.
All right, let's keep the flow.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Whores in this house.
There's horses in the house.
There's some horse in this house.
There's some horses in this house.
There's some horse in this house. Hold up.
I said certified freak 7 days a week.
Wet ass poogie. Make that pull out game week. Woo!
Yeah.
Wait, you forgot to say we're both supposed to say because it's bold. Okay. Now you say yeah. Yeah, you messing with some wet ass poogie.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass puss.
Puss, okay. Give me everything you got for this wet ass poogie.
Beat it up. Oh, I don't even know what to replace this word with. Neighbor. Yes, it's perfect.
Let's be real. How did we do so far? I mean, we got through the first intro part and the first chorus. I think we did pretty good though, guys. What do you guys think?
I think we should start over again and get it from the top and like
Yeah,
keep it
yeah.
going.
But we gotta be ready to. We gotta be on our feet this time. I mean,
Yeah. But what I think is we need to have all the words prepared that we're gonna censor.
all right. Nikki Crayon says we did terrible. Hannah XO says it was bad. Some pretty good ratings so far. Yeah, that was a rehearsal, you guys. That was the green room.
All
you
right,
guys weren't supposed to.
I'm gonna say neighbor because everyone suggested neighbor. I'm just gonna go with what they suggested. What up, my neighbor?
Neighbor, what up, neighbor? All right. Nipple. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Whores in this house.
There's horses in this house.
There's some whores in this house.
There's some horses in this house. Hold up.
I say certified freaks, 7 days a week.
Wet ass poop. Wet ass pew pews. Make that pull-out game weak. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah,
you funky. Yeah. Yeah, you're funky with some wet ass pew pew.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass poogie.
Give me everything you got for this wet ass pew pew.
Beat it up, neighbor. Catch a charge.
Extra large and extra hard.
Put this poogie right in your face.
Swipe your nose like a credit card.
Hop on top. I want to ride.
Do a kegel while it's inside.
Nice. Spit in my mouth. Look in my eyes.
This puss is wet. Come take a dive. Oh my god.
Tie me up like I'm surprised.
Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise.
I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
Make it cream, make it scream. Oh no.
Out in public, make a scene.
Don't cook. I don't cook. I don't clean.
But let me tell you how I got this ring. Hey. Okay.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me.
Quick, jump out before you let it get inside of me. Oh my god. Okay.
I tell him where to put it. Never tell him where I'm about to be. Huh?
I'll run down on him before I have a neighbor running me.
Pow, pow, pow. Talk your shed. Bite your lip. Yeah.
Ask for a car while you ride that dick. While you ride that dick.
You really ain't never gonna fund him for a thing.
He already made his mind up before he came. What are they talking about?
Now get your boots and your coat for this wet ass puss. A.
He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass poogie. Okay.
And this is both of us, I guess.
Okay.
Pay my tuition, just kiss me on this wet ass puss. Meow, mwah, mwah.
No, I get it. I think the words are talking about this rich man that's like, bought a brand new phone just to take pictures of some high quality poogie, maybe, right?
I probably.
Now make it rain if you want to see some wet ass poogie. Yeah, okay.
Look, I need a hard hitter, not a deep stroker.
Need a Henny drinker, need a weed smoker.
Not a garter snake, I need a king cobra.
With the hook in it, hope it lean over.
He got some money, then that's where I'm headed.
Poogie A1, just like his credit.
He got a beard, well, I'm trying to wet it.
I let him taste it. Now he diabetic. Why?
I don't want to spit. I want to gulp.
I want to gag. I want to choke.
I want you to touch that little dangly thing, that swing.
It keeps going. That's still your line.
In the back of my throat.
My head game is fire. Punani Dasani. Ooh, I like that line.
It's going in dry and coming out soggy.
Wait, soggy. Okay. I ride on that thing like the cops behind me. Yeah.
I spit on this mic and now he's trying to sign me. Woo.
Your Honor, I'm a freak, bitch. Handcuffs, leashes.
Switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating.
Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Oh.
Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beating.
Okay. In the food chain, I'm the one that eats ya.
If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder.
Big D stand for big demeanor. Oh, okay.
I could make you bust before I ever meet you.
Oh, If it don't hang,
Confident.
then he can't bang.
Oh, you can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain.
If he F me and ask, whose is it?
When I ride a dock, when I ride the dock, I'ma spell my name. I
What? I didn't understand those last lines.
When I ride the dock, I'ma spell my name. Then there's like a moan or something.
Okay. I think I get it now. I think I'm imagining. I think I understand.
I
Okay,
don't
so
get the
this
joke
next
on
line is
that
just
one.
me saying, yeah.
Yeah, you funkin' with some wet ass.
Ass boogie.
puss.
Maybe we both sing this, okay? Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass boogie.
That's puss. Give me everything you got for this wet ass puss.
Now from the
Down
top,
from the
make
top,
it drop
take
some
drop
wet
wet
ass
ass
boogie.
puss.
Okay.
Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet ass puss.
I'm talking wap. That's some wet ass
puss.
macaroni in
Macaroni in
the
a
pot.
spot. That's some wet ass puss.
Wow, dude,
Yeah.
I feel like we just went somewhere.
I'll say two things about this.
Okay.
I don't think there should be censorship. You should write what you want, create the art you want. If it's not hurting anyone or it's not insulting anyone or racist or harmful or, degrading, fine. Say what you want. I also think sexual empowerment is good. I don't think people should feel shame for being human, and they're obviously programmed to desire things, which is fine. So I have no problem with songs like this. But I do think it's just a bummer when all mainstream radio is kind of about going to the club, hitting the bottle, having sex. Like, where are the songs about the vast universes and other dimensions and what it means to be human and, just some other things?
I guess that's where you come in, huh?
It's a problem with me. That's where Dad comes in. Yeah, you gotta get the deep lyrics in Dad songs. But I think it's just a problem of like the hive mentality and like mainstream. People kind of go to the simpler, easier thing that plays on our root instincts of like hunger, joy, pleasure, and like
wet ass boogie.
I mean, she was pretty clever in those lyrics. Some of them were pretty clever lines. I will give her credit. It's almost like a stand-up routine. I also often learned that in like rap songs, when someone's insulting another person, they're really just roasting someone and they're making it rhyme, which is actually pretty talented when people have beefs and stuff. Not like YouTube beefs. Those lyrics.
I mean, were there any lyrics that stood out to you from that song?
Oh, this is a good one. I let him taste it. Now he diabetic. Because I guess it's so sweet, is what she's saying.
Let's see. There's another lyrics that I thought was interesting. I want you to touch that little dangly thing. That little dangly thing. How can she go from that little dangly thing to punani dasani? I like the way that sounds. Punani dasani.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we might as well play the real song. You want to hear it?
If you're under 35, cover your eyes and ears.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and then play. Ready? 3, 2, 1, play.
Boom.
Looks good. Oh, wait. Where's that water coming from, Dad?
Oh my gosh! I understand what this water coming out of the stairs is supposed to be. Oh my god.
There's a lot of
this
water.
This is pretty clever.
They look really soft.
Oh, it must be.
Wait, whoa. Since when does she have such big bongers?
Since she cashed a check, probably.
I need a hard hit, I need a
Whoa! Whoa, Dad!
Smoke, not a
Are you saying what I'm saying, Dad?
That's where I'm headed.
Is it Adrian?
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Wow. Well, I've experienced mainstream media. So you've never seen it before either, right?
I mean, obviously on Twitter, you see little clips here and there, but like, see like in motion, it's a lot to take in. I'm not mad. I'm just like, I didn't like, is that allowed? Like, I'm like, I don't know.
I guess so. I mean, if you don't see nipples, it's okay on YouTube, I guess. So that's fine.
So Leafy's here got banned off of Twitch now.
Who's that?
Oh my gosh, Dad.
I'm so bad. I don't know who's on Twitch. Dad doesn't use Twitch. Dad just knows Dr. Disrespect is on YouTube now, and he's super
was on
popular.
YouTube first, and then he got banned off YouTube.
What does this guy do where he's getting banned from everywhere?
Well, you know what? This is why it's great that we have you on here. And not now that you're saying who's that, I feel honored that you know about me, because these people are much bigger than me. You know, like Leafy's here, had millions of subscribers on YouTube, and I would say he made some misleading thumbnails because he was picking on a Twitch streamer, and the video wasn't about her, but the title and the thumbnail was. So if anything, it was misleading thumbnails. But he eventually got banned, and now he's banned off Twitch. He's kind of edgy, but I don't know. I think it's weird that he got banned off Twitch now.
So it seems like all these platforms are sort of like sort of censoring people. It's obviously censorship. I mean, if people are saying like racist things and hateful things, I don't like it.
Right.
But if it's opinions, that's obviously unfair.
Right. Yeah,
So,
and I mean,
I don't know what this guy has done to deserve it, but YouTube is definitely censoring. Have you heard the whole thing about Penguins, the YouTube guy Penguins?
yeah.
He's been calling out YouTube for censoring all these other YouTubers, but then Markiplier will have the same video on the same subject showing the same content, and he won't get censored or banned. But then YouTube will go. They don't want to look like idiots, so then they'll go and pull Markiplier's video now because they're trying to have a hard stance. So they're not trying to look stupid, but they used to like just let big YouTubers do whatever they want, but not small YouTubers.
No, but that story was updated. Eventually, they retracted both strikes from both creators. They said we don't want to die on this hill. Yeah, it honestly, but it just goes to show how inconsistent YouTube is. They don't know what they're doing.
They don't.
Like what?
That's what Penguins pointed out, that it's just a broken website. And my only experience as it being a broken website, sorry, I don't mean to keep rambling, but they absolutely do not send out the notifications. About 2 months ago, Dad kept saying like a few weeks ago, but now at this point, it's like a month and a half ago. YouTube, on at least Dad's channel, Mega64, the Game Chasers, and a bunch of other channels at the same exact time as Dad's channel, they stopped sending notifications to the majority of Dad's subscribers and all these other channel subscribers. They just stopped. And they're like stifling and choking and throttling these other YouTubers. In my own conspiracy theory, because I don't know what's going on, either the website's just broken and they don't know how to fix it because it's gotten out of hand and they don't know what they're doing anymore, or they're trying to stop people from seeing the channels they're subscribing to. So when they suggest Jimmy Fallon and all these other channels, you're more likely to click on that because they're not showing you the channels you want to see, because they're just trying to promote what's her name, that girl from, who's that famous actor from the Avengers movies now who has a YouTube channel. They're just trying to show you.
Yeah, the Captain Marvel. They're
just trying to show you that lady and Jimmy Fallon and Will Smith. They're just trying to like, because I think they want you to watch these big famous people instead of the people you want to watch, when the website was built on independent creators.
Right.
But now they're like, no, we want to be Netflix. But it's not what they're built on. It's never going to work. Everyone's going to fight against it. So I think YouTube is a completely broken website and they don't know what to do anymore.
Well, yeah, no, and I think the idea is because they want to be advertiser friendly, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether, say, someone like Brie Larson, the Captain Marvel, doesn't matter if she says something inappropriate, because at the end of the day, advertisers will still advertise for her because she's Brie Larson. There's no consistency.
And like, I have no problem with Brie Larson. She's innocent in this case. Like, she can make a YouTube channel. Anyone can make a YouTube channel. I don't care. But stop. If I subscribe, and this is the thing I actually heard people talk about on, those videos when you're in your settings on YouTube Studio, YouTube will have a suggested video for you to watch to like learn what hashtags to use this month. YouTube says that like they try to like help the creators, and you see it when you're in your settings, a suggested video on like ways to help your channel. A video Dad watched at one point, it was like YouTube addressing notifications. This was like a year ago. And someone at YouTube said, well, we know a lot of people subscribe to all these channels, and we don't want to say like you're subscribed to 10,000 channels. And if 10,000 of those channels upload a video the same day, we don't want you to be overwhelmed with 10,000 email notifications about these channels uploading videos. So we send you the notifications a few days later so you're not getting overwhelmed. And I think that's stupid. If I want 10,000 notifications and I subscribe and I click 10,000 bells, let me get them. It's my choice to select, because they said, we're afraid people will get overwhelmed and they'll leave YouTube. That's never going to happen. Right. YouTube is the encyclopedia of the internet. No one's leaving it. They're not going to stop talking. They're not going to stop watching these videos. Stop making decisions for people. Let people subscribe to who they want, because no one's ever going to leave YouTube. I think that's unfair of them to choose who you get to see when you're trying to make your own decisions on what you want to watch. That's my rant about notifications.
There should be a dad rants channel now. You know,
I have a lot of rants because they are affecting my livelihood. My subscribers are not getting my notifications, and they're like, "I didn't know you were uploading for like 3 months, and I have like all these videos to watch." YouTube used to tell me, and now they don't.
The WAP video, if we're being real, that probably should be age gated. Like, come on, like, right? What do you think?
Yeah. For that, what are the views for that video?
I think it was 168 million.
168 million. Yeah.
That's
They're promoting it for sure because they just want to promote whatever's doing well. That's it.
Exactly. And yeah, it's accepted.
Even if it breaks their terms of service or whatever, or if it's controversial, if it's mainstream, they'll do it.
But here's the thing: like, I particularly like. I'm not here to judge YouTube on whether they want to keep that like family friendly. Okay, if that's what they deem family, just keep the same energy for everybody else. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Just be fair.
Just be fair to everybody else, the little guys.
One, you have to like fight and struggle to make what you're putting out, and then you have to fight and struggle the platform to put it on to get it to be seen. When it used to be just put it out and it got found. So it's like, why? Dad always thinks, why am I even putting this stuff here when the website doesn't want me to? They literally fight against me, and they try to make it hard. So it's like, no, we don't want you to do this.
Okay, so
why am I even here?
Yeah, let's not get too existential, but yeah.
I mean, come on. I want to start some drama. I love drama, but it's fun when it's fake and it's a joke. I want to make some freaking drama. Edwin, who the heck can I call out? I need to make
who can you call out?
I guess I got a billboard PewDiePie. That's something.
You got to piss some people off. Okay.
Yeah, that's not actually mean, so you can't really cause drama.
You got to make fun of somebody.
I should make fun of Hot Dad. You know Hot Dad?
There's a Hot Dad?
There's a YouTuber named Hot Dad. Dad should just call him out.
Yeah, you should. I mean, why is he trying to be so hot? Like,
yeah, Dad is hot and doesn't to say it. Dad doesn't need to say call himself Hot Dad to tell people he's attractive. Look at Dad's face and you can understand. I get that whole energy, so it's fun to start a beef. And Dad really, really wants to start a beef where we have diss track after diss track. Because it's fun. It's a good way to spur content that's kind of clever and fun.
And hype stuff up.
And to rally sides. So Dad really wants to start a beef with, that doesn't have to be real, because Dad doesn't have any problems with anyone. But someone who will lean into it and play along, it could be really fun. And then a lot of people might be like, wait, is this real? That's kind of interesting to Dad. It's weird, because Dad likes to be wholesome, but he also likes the energy of beefs. So it's like, how do you do both?
Can we have a Dad versus Edwin beef?
I don't know how we could pull that off because we're too friendly with each other.
Yeah,
unless we have like a real split.
Can we ally?
What would cause our beef?
Else?
What would happen between us to cause our beef?
We gotta ally against other people. Like, I'll have your back, you know?
Yeah, we should be on one team. Or so if you had a beef with some other investigator, I would have your back. Or if Dad had a beef with literally anyone.
Exactly. So when you pick up that beef with Hot Dad or whoever that name guy was, I will back you up against Hot Dad.
Thank you. I'll have your back against anyone.
All right, guys. So no more Mexican investigators. I'm the only one, and no more dads. Okay, there's only one dad to be here on the internet.
Hey, Tom, get Dad some spooky juice. Maybe he can hang around and get me something to drink.
So spooky juice. Okay, that's one way to communicate the message.
How could this possibly be happening?
I wonder who can talk faster, Trisha or Tinfoil Tom.
Did you take your iodide tablets? You need them of the highest concentration, Dad.
Can you get me some wonky water?
I did. All I could find was this wine.
We're not lagging.
Wine. This is Cheryl's. This is Dad's wife's.
Hulk Hogan! Drink your vitamins and say your prayers, brother. Cringe is just another way of saying truth. So you can stick that into your butthole and smoke it. That's the only way that you could possibly defeat the reptiles that currently control the YouTube corporation.
Wow. So reptiles are controlling YouTube, everyone.
It's highly possible. This would explain all the things that have been broken within the system. Welcome to visual and auditorial pleasure.
Can everyone just go subscribe to Tinfoil Tom? He's got like
No!
What is 5G?
What is 5G?
Yes.
5G is going to be the means of crowd control that they're going to try to use on us in the next decade, within the next century.
What can the government use 5G on that will hurt us? What is it? I don't understand what they can
I've
do.
got 4 simple words for you. Heat-directed energy weapons.
Wow, you know what Jessica says? I'm getting the best screenshots for Twitter from this stream. I love this so much. You know, I'm glad that people are enjoying this. That's so I love hearing that. Like the fact that people this is the definition of a casual stream of just me hanging out with people, hanging out with you guys, just hanging out. We talk about whatever, you know. But anyways,
Oh my gosh, Edwin, we did it!
we hit 130K.
130,006. It went a little bit over. You can't see that at all.
Thank you guys for subscribing.
Thank you, Edwin subscribers. Dad will love all of you forever. You don't have to stay. I understand if you leave, but thank you for subscribing for the time being.
Do you remember how many you were at the beginning of the stream?
129,004. I think we went up 600 subscribers tonight on average.
Yo, shout out to all y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
I will do a dancing live stream to thank all of you next week. It'll be a full body. Dad will dance for 1 hour to electronic bops. You'll see his full body dancing.
And look, here's the thing about live streams. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but like I love that live streams are something that's happening live. Like there's an active live chat, right? So like you guys as a viewer, you can literally step away from your cell phone, your computer, whatever, go pee, go poop, you know, turn it off, go watch like a TV show, an episode, come back, and we're still here. You're still here to hang out, so you feel less alone, right? It's like such a cool service to have. I mean, I just feel that way when I like watch other live streams that I like on YouTube. Like I feel like, oh, it's so cool. It feels like less lonely. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody else, but all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. As always, this live stream will be available tomorrow on Patreon for $2 once a month. I mean, well, you just paid $2. Every live stream that I do for the rest of the month will be on there. Every live stream that I have done in the past will be on there. We'll learn a lot about Dad and a lot of Edwin. It was a good bonding. Dad, I feel like we bonded a lot, you know?
I love Edwin as a living creature on this planet. Edwin, you're amazing. You make Dad feel so good. That is being very, very outspoken and very free tonight on this stream. So you're making Dad feel liberated. So thank you for this opportunity.
What a disgustingly wholesome live stream it's been. Y'all take a shower tomorrow and wash this off, and let's go back to our disgusting lives because tonight has been too cute. Hug a pillow tonight, and take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. The Homeboys Got Receipts. We're going to be live again next weekend. I don't know what about, but we'll figure something out. Subscribe to Homeboys Got Receipts and Dad Feels on YouTube, all right? Treat yourselves to some ice cream or something good this upcoming week. You deserve it.
Edwin.
You earn it. Write it down and fucking do it. All right?
Thanks,
Peace out.
everyone.